Well, boys, it's another day back out here at Elevated AF, and there's a deer right there. Anyways, the shop is looking pretty empty, besides one truck. So we've pretty much sold every single vehicle at Elevated AF, minus a couple that we obviously wanted to keep. But I got a call from my buddy who lives just down the road there, and he has something pretty interesting for me to go look at. He hasn't told me what it is yet, but anytime I go over there, he has some pretty cool stuff for us. So we'll go look at that in a minute. But for now, we got some pretty cool stuff to do to these two things. You know what else is pretty cool? The animation when you hit the like button. You should try it out. So the Power Stroke, we got this in on a trade not too long ago, and it's getting an overhaul today. It's just kind of like a work truck that is a little bit customized, but we're gonna make it a little more customized. Gonna give it that Elevated AF touch. Now we also have this Polaris Razor here. We did a little bit of a build on it, but as cool as it looks, I think we can make it look cooler. So it's gonna go into the shop for a little bit of an overhaul. So while the guys in the shop are working on these two things, we're gonna go see what my buddy has in store at his farm for us. All right, which one to take? The Dodge tow rig or the Ford tow rig? Decision. We're taking the Ford. At least it won't break down on the way there. Oh boy, the Ford's squatting. It don't even got a load on it yet. Why is it squatting? Ah yes, my favorite place to be. Now my buddy only calls me over when he's got something pretty dang cool that's worth my time. Unfortunately though, he's nowhere in sight, but he usually puts the vehicles he has for us right in here. Is that what I think it is? That is a picnic table on wheels, and I think it's a diesel. It is with turbos. Oh boy, how many spacers does this thing have? Okay, this thing's actually kind of cool. Yeah, this thing has no suspension whatsoever. It's just welded straight to the axles. It's got the keys in it. Well, perfect. We're gonna take this thing out for a ride. All right, it is a standard. This thing's actually not too bad. I think I may have to buy this. One thing's for sure, this would definitely be a first for Elevated AF. I feel like with some modifications, this thing could be pretty dang cool. It's still cool, but you know, a little bit of the Elevated AF touch wouldn't hurt. I gotta say, the only thing I don't really like about it is the wheels on it, but those are very easily changed. Not too bad. I think I'm gonna toss him an offer here, see if he's gonna take it. So, as you can tell by what's on my trailer, I probably just very much overpaid for a diesel picnic table. Did I need it? Absolutely not. Was I gonna pass it up? Absolutely not. Oh man, I can't wait till the guys see this. Then when I tell them they're gonna have to work on it, oh, they're gonna be over the moon with me. Man, I wonder if this thing's street legal. I don't see any signal lights, no brake lights. It's probably street legal, right? Man, imagine I completely build this thing and then somehow get it to SEMA. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm sure as heck gonna try. There's no way it would actually work, but you know what? It might. Ah, yes. Home sweet home yet again. All right, I better get the guys out of the shop here to take a look at this thing. All right, so the guys took a look at it. I couldn't tell if they approved or disapproved. Regardless, I still think it's cool, and I'm going to go take it out for a little ride real quick. It kind of reminds me of this buggy thing that I bought. I still think I can make the picnic table look cooler. It doesn't roll coal yet, but that's going to change. Although, it's going to roll coal right in my face. Oh, yeah. We're grabbing lunch in this thing.
Welcome to McDonald's. How can I take your order?
Yeah, can I get a cheeseburger meal, medium fries, medium Coke?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
736 the next window, sir.
Thank you. Dang, where's the cup holder on this thing? I guess it is a table. I can just stick it on the table. Who knows how long it's actually going to stay on there for, but that's besides the point. All right, well, we made it back to the shop here. I did not get pulled over. I don't know how, but if I keep driving this thing around, it's bound to happen. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go order some parts for this. You know, I don't know what to put in the parts website for this thing. What is this? I don't think you can put in picnic table as an option there. This might be a little hard to figure out. All right, so we've had this slammed square body sitting out back here for a while now, and I think it's finally time to get rid of it. I mean, we use it here and there to haul the crew cab second gen, but really it's not worth having around, even though it's pretty dang cool. I think we have a couple people actually interested in it, so it might sell sooner than I think. Anyways, for now I'm gonna get this trailer unhooked and we'll get it all washed up and ready to go. There we go, nice and shiny again. Okay, so not more than 20 minutes after listing this lowered or slammed dually on bags, I had a guy call me and he said, hey, would you want to make a trade? He's got this perfectly mint 2001 second gen Dodge. He said, you won't find a better one in the state. So he's coming in here. He's bringing it over. We're going to see what it looks like. And we might make a trade because this thing is worth a lot of money. I mean, it's perfectly mint. It's got a whole bag system. Like, it is nice. And he sounded like a grandpa. So I don't know. We're probably going to get either a really clapped out truck or a very, very nice one. I guess we'll just have to wait to find out. I just heard someone pull up and yep, that is him. That is an interesting colored second gen. That thing looks straight out of a 2000s truck catalog, I think. All right, so he's gonna take the dually for a drive there, and we're gonna take this thing for a drive. So 2001 second gen Dodge. It's got the light bar deal at the top, or light Casey light style things on the top. It's a sport, which is really, really nice to find. Little extended cab, long box. The paint is immaculate on it. He said it's original paint. Apparently they came in this color. I did not know that. Little grandpa steps, speed locks, some off-road tires. Yeah, pretty much the whole package here. Let's go take this thing for a ride. Oh man, this... Oh, he left that in the truck. Said it is straight piped, and yep, it does roll a little bit of coal. Oh man, this truck is like ridiculously mint. I kind of actually like this thing. I mean, it's not bad. The whole yellow, black, and chrome actually goes together quite well. And it rips. Rips good. Well, deal's done. He's signing paperwork. We're both happy with it. I think it's a fair trade. I mean, for how many miles this thing has and for how clean it is, I'll take this any day. I've always wanted to build a pulling truck. Let me know down in the comments, should I turn this truck right here into a full-fledged pulling truck? I feel like we could. Elevated AF pulling truck. That sounds like a good idea. Well, boys, it has been about a week here. The guys have been working in the shop, building some pretty cool stuff. The Power Stroke that they built up here out of that farm truck looking thing, you know, it needed a touch up. Needed some paint, and they came through pretty good. Threw some hard rock wheels on it with a little 250 badge. Paint matched everything. New lights all the way around the truck, but with a bit of a different suspension setup, which I think looks pretty good. New exhaust system, which you can never complain about. Always a nice thing to have. Man, I love the lighting setups on these trucks. When they're done right, they look good. We even made the badges light up too. That's pretty cool. But wait till you see the absolute monstrosity that the guys have built in the shop out of that side-by-side. I think the guys also tossed a little tune on this, so got a little hot tune on it, like a little fast. So keep in mind, with this side-by-side, I let the guys have full creative freedom with it. We all know how that goes. And holy smokes, they did not disappoint. This is ridiculous. Look at this. What am I supposed to do with something like this? It's got street tires on it, not mud tires. How is this logical? Look at the size of the portals on it. Of course, they threw the expensive KG1 forged wheels on this. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it's my money after all. They don't really care. Anyways, they did this thing upright. Repainted it all in this tannish color, which I really, really like. This is one of my favorite colors of all time to have on anything, and it looks good with any black or chrome. Oh, perfect. Like, look how tall this thing is. Look how wide it is now. I don't even want to know what these wheels cost me. They're 16 wides. Look at the flippin' lighting setup on the back. Look at the whips. This thing got so big we couldn't even fit it on the lift anymore. The whips almost touch the top of the door. Holy smokes. What am I supposed to do with this thing? Because I don't know. Oh, this is just ridiculous. It's got snorkels on the back, but let's be real. What mud is this thing going through on these tires? They also tinted the crap out of the front windshield. How am I supposed to see out of that? Explain that. They put a little too much tint on it. Anyways, it does look pretty cool. I will give them that. If anything, this is just going to be a publicity stunt for the dealership. I don't know. But maybe we'll throw some big mud tires on it or something, and then we can maybe do some mudding with it. I'm not even sure if that's possible. We'll probably break an axle or something. I don't know. Man, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It's taller than the flippin' 250. What? I don't even know anymore. By the way, big shout out to Forged Edits for these mods. I'll have his Patreon link down in the description. He does some really cool stuff. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.